life one brick at a time. I'm on this journey, paving a new road from the grind. The ready rocks rebuild, it's time to shine. I'm molding the past into tomorrow's gold. Crafting dreams, watch the story unfold. With every story, a phoenix ignites. The ready rocks rebuild, reclaiming my life. Through trials and truth, I'm standing tall. Brick by brick, I'm rebuilding it all. With grace in my stride and fire in my heart, I'm rising again. Yeah, I'm ready for real. As I raise my grandkids and pass the flame, I teach them strength, not just my name. Building the future on the sturdy ground, with love in the walls and faith all around. No shortcuts, no shame, just real life wins. This is where my legacy truly begins. Oh, I'm molding the past into tomorrow's goal. Crafting dreams, watch the story unfold. With every story, a phoenix ignites. The ready rocks rebuild, reclaiming my life. Through trials and truth, I'm standing tall. Brick by brick, I'm rebuilding it all. With grace in my stride and fire in my heart, I'm rising again. Yeah, I'm ready for real. It's more than a comeback, it's a rebirth. Proof that broken pieces can still hold worth. I don't need perfect, I need peace. And I found it in every video that I release. I'm molding the past into tomorrow's goal. Crafting dreams, watch the story unfold. With every story, a phoenix ignites. The ready rocks rebuild, reclaiming my life. I'm stronger than ever and I'm here to stay. So follow my journey, I'm leading.
Hey y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. We are live on this Saturday at 3:17 p.m. Central Time. Just trying to get some stuff together before I went live. I posted the girls' cooking video. I did one as a short, and then you have to go watch it in the long form to watch the actual long video. There's no views on it. I don't know why it is like it is, but you guys have to go and look at those long form videos intentionally. Whenever you feel the need and you think about us, think about me. But right now, this live stream is talking about grandparents raising their grandkids. And what made me want to do this live is that not only are there way more grandparents raising their grandkids than I thought it was. I never really gave it much thought, but when you think about anything, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of people raising other people's kids, whether it be their nieces, their daughters' kids, their sons' kids, their nieces' kids, their sisters' kids. It's a lot of that going on out here. So even though I don't have anybody in here, I'm going to talk as if you guys are here. So when you do catch the replay, you will not just catch me with any dead spots in this live. And I'm going to just go on as if you guys are here. So if you catch this and I'm no longer live, go ahead and type replay, hit the like button, and share the live. I'm going to be reading some stories from some grandparents and some of their frustrations. And if I come in contact with some good stories, I'll read a couple of those too. But, oh, child. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. I did, about 2 videos. I really didn't do much myself, but just helping the kids do the videos, that wore me out. As if I was actually getting up doing it by myself, like I'm not be dancing stuff. So I probably won't be doing any dancing until tomorrow on Monday. Got to catch my second win. So more likely, if I get a spurt of energy sometime throughout the day and this evening, I'll get up and do something. If not, I'll just wait till tomorrow. But meanwhile, I'm going to read these stories. I want to read this one first, and then I got another one. This one is not that bad. It's just one of the things that some of us face, even as parents. Some of y'all face this as well. So, of course, I'm gonna keep the person anonymous. I don't know them. You probably don't know them either. So there's no need to say the name. I'm just gonna read what they said as a grandparent raising their grandkids. It said, this weekend is my 40-year high school reunion, and I'm missing it because I don't have a babysitter. Am I sad? Yes, because I wanted to spend time with people I haven't seen in decades and hold an adult conversation for a change. I work from home, so not much adult interaction, right? Um, do the ninjas know I'm sad? No. The sacrifices we make when we don't have a care in the world. So I'm going to read a couple of comments. One lady said, are you near New York City? I can help. She said, Buffalo, their other grandma always say she's able to help until I need her to help. So I no longer ask. Wow. I'm so sorry you don't have someone that can watch them so you can go. Yeah, it is sad, especially since she really wants to go. I feel you. I'm so sorry. I do know the feel. I haven't had a sitter in 3 years. I've missed out on a lot, and I never get any adult conversation. It's sad, but the sacrifices we make for the little ones, I swear I'm done with Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Dip, 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 dip. I never liked that song. Okay. It's been a year and 4 months as that's when my husband passed. Most of the time, it doesn't matter because I take them everywhere I go. But this one isn't for kids. I get it. I most definitely get it. So I'm going to read this other one. I'm going to read this other one. And if you can resonate with this, if you are a grandparent raising your grandkids, whether it's you and your husband, or just you as the grandmother, or you as the grandfather, then yes, most definitely get in the comments. I made a video on my long form videos, and I have to keep telling y'all this because there's not many views on them, only on the short. So you guys, when you have a moment or somehow I come up on your page as you scrolling, or you just think about me, go watch the long form content. That's what y'all missing out on, the long form content. And I made it one, and I was tough. And it was geared to grandparents, just like this live stream is. Just like there's nobody here in this live stream. I've been live for 7 minutes on a Saturday. And but I'm going to keep on going because I know once I end the live, some of you guys will chime in. Okay, here we go. This is an anonymous person. She says, I'm at the point where if you can't take care of your kids and they get taken away because you just don't care or do drugs and can't get it together, even after everyone in the world helps you, there should be a law where you have no choice but to get fixed. You have no business having more. I said what I said. Why should it be everyone else's responsibility to raise more and more kids? Sorry, I had to vent. I most definitely understand, and I really do agree with what she has said, because people, young people having children, whether they 16, 18, 21, 25, most of them are not financially able, and most of them are not emotionally able to nurture the child, and they're having it for the wrong reasons. A lot of people are having kids for the wrong reason. They looking at the fairy tale image of it. Boy meets girl, boy marries girl. They get married and live happily ever after. They have a big white house with a dog named Rover with a white picket fence and a beautiful family, and everything is good. They going on vacations. They eat dinner together. They all smile. Everyone's happy. Everyone's healthy. Blah, blah, blah. And that is not the case in a lot of cases. A lot of young people, young adults, if you will, in my opinion, are having kids just to stay connected to that person that they have kids with. They are in love with the image of love and the image of that family dynamic that they may or may not have ever had. So I'm on here. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to see if y'all hear me. Let me know that you hear me in the comments. Give me a heart or something to let me know that you do hear me talking. Because I am on the stage. Am I? Yep, I'm on the stage. Just making sure. I'm going to see. I did not get the notification that I am live. And I intentionally put the notification on to notify me. And they did not notify me. But that's how it is. By the time you get the notification saying that somebody is live, their live is either over or they've been live for 30 minutes to an hour already. They are not letting people know that people are live as soon as they go live. Some people get it right away. Some people it take a while. So that's why I'm saying that. So I'm gonna go look and share this live again. It just don't make no sense, YouTube. I don't know what y'all got going on. But whatever's glitching, y'all need to fix it, baby, because there's no reason in the world for me not to have nobody in this live, and I've been live for 11 minutes. It just ain't no way. I don't know if it's StreamYard, which it could be, and I don't know if it's YouTube or both. So I'm going to share the live, and then I'm going to wait a second, and then I'm going to continue. All right. Let me go back to the story. I don't know if that's the one I was trying to read or not. I thought it was another. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's continue. I'm going to read that story over. Okay. She says, I'm at the point where if you can't take care of your kids and they get taken away because you just don't care or you do drugs and can't get it together, even after everyone in the world has helped you, there should be a law where you have no business having more and you should get fixed. I said what I said. Why should it be everyone else's responsibility to raise more and more kids? Sorry, I had to vent. Yeah, that's coming from a grandparent raising our grandkids. See, a lot of the grandparents are raising their grandkids because of their kids are neglectful due to drugs, or maybe some mental issues on top of drugs, or just separate from drugs. But and my heart goes out to them. This live stream is calling all grandparents that's raising grandkids. So this may not be you. So that's why I'm asking you guys to always like, comment, and share. So maybe the next person that may be scrolling may see my content and they can resonate with it, because either it's them, was them, or somebody they know. And it's sad. A lot of these stories I read are coming from grandparents that's struggling with their kids not being able to take care of their own kids. So, and I mean, some of them are much older than me. Like some like 69, 72 years old, 64. I'll be 59 September 11th. Thank God I'm very still active and my mind is pretty straight, for the most part. I feel like I'm very capable, able to, and desire to. It's not like I'm not one of the grandparents that don't want to do it. I didn't count the cost of me ever having to if something happened to her. I even envisioned that, okay, now that she gone, the fathers may really step up and we can do it together. No, not give them to the fathers. Hell no, I would never give the kids to the fathers. I wouldn't give a damn how great they was. I would not give them that. They was the father that was like the active father. They was always active in their life since day one. They were responsible. They are mature, not going to jail, not selling drugs. Then that would have been different. But I would never, ever consider, because that's just a bad thing. Now, I thought I was reading this other story. Let me see if this is right here. Okay, I'm just gonna read some of the comments real quick. Okay, somebody responded to, they say, I am helping my son raise his 3 kids. Mom decided to give them up to him. She had a little girl, 2-year-old, when my son met her, and that baby was in foster care due to being the M word, y'all know what it is, by her father or brother. She then had 3 with my son. Now she has 3 with another man. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. This is the mindset. Hey, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Say, hey, Roxy Chat. I like what you are doing. Great support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad to see you guys come in here and chop it up with me. I'm just reading some stories from grandparents, as I'm calling all grandparents raising their grandkids. A lot of these grandparents are catching hell from the parents. So a lot of these parents are alive. They just not doing what they're supposed to do due to drugs. No matter what else may be going on mentally, a lot of it has to do with them being on drugs. And it's sad. So I'm gonna finish this. She said, I'm helping my son raise 3 kids. Mom decided to give them up to him. She had a little girl when he met her. She was 2 years old. And that baby was in foster care for being the M word by her own daddy or brother. So she then had 3 with my son. Now she has 3 with another man. Around February or March, I got a call from a social worker asking me questions about their mom. Then she asked me if I was willing to foster those 3 kids. I told her, no way. The only reason I have these 3 kids of hers is because they are my son's kids. Otherwise, I wouldn't have them. And I sure as hell ain't about to take 3 more of her kids from another man. I get it, child. Somebody said, the next person said, I agree. We have 5 grandchildren. 2 are 7-month-old twins. My daughter can't have any more. Very grateful for that. I'm 57 and husband 61. It's like, what is going on with the young people? Gotta say young people because we're grandparents. So that means those are our kids who are younger than us. We're kids. And at the end of the day, it falls on the woman because I was always told mama's baby, daddy's mate. At the end of the day, it's always going to be yours coming out of you. So you got to be the one that understand that since it's coming out of you and you allowing it to happen and no possibility that you may get pregnant, anything can happen with him. He could be unalive. He could just pass away from sickness. He could move for a job and you can't go. End of the day, you know it got to be on you. You got to have a support system and a plan and a backup plan after the plan. You know what I mean? But they're not thinking. They got stinking thinking. All they doing is going on their emotions. They're actually acting out on emotions when they come to having these kids. It's about them and how they feel and how they feel about that man. Now, some people just popping them out, not even really trying because they just out there in them streets and doing whatever it takes to get the money they need to get the drugs they want. And in the meanwhile, the babies keep coming. And then you got others, like some women, like to have babies by men to hope that it keep him. You know, whether it's they man or some man they messed around with, or it was a good relationship for a while. 3 months later, 6 months later, he gone. Now you pregnant. Then you find somebody else, and then y'all relationship do good for a year or so. Then he gone. Now you meet somebody else. Now you pregnant. You don't have to get pregnant by every man you meet. It's okay to screw and not actually get pregnant. You can try to prevent it. I said try because no matter what you take, as far as like the pill and stuff like that, birth control, those are not 100% guaranteed. But the fact that you tried, see, mine is 100% guaranteed because I got my tubes tied, burnt, and clipped at the age of 23. I knew I didn't want no house full of kids. I had 4 brothers, 3 under me that I had to take care of all the time. So what I looked like growing up after watching kids from the time I was 8 until the time I was a teenager in high school, graduating and all that. watching the harlot and watching them fall by the wayside and out there doing what they was doing. They was bad, and they came from a two-parent household. Well, what's the difference in having a two-parent household if the parents not on their job? You know, the one they in an abusive relationship. My mom and stepfather, he wasn't the father of the year. He was out there slamming Cadillac doors and pipping holes. You know, he was out there gambling and working when he worked and come do what he want to do with it and go back out in the streets. He wasn't raising his sons, and if he was trying to raise, he was a bad example. He was illiterate. I don't think he even had a high school diploma. So it's a lot of things you got to take in consideration when it comes to two parents. Two parents don't mean shit if the two parents ain't qualified to do what they got to do, or have a desire to, or don't know how to do what they got to do. Just popping out babies because it's part of the program of the relationship. Oh, yes, that's my man. Yes, that's my husband. We got a baby. Yeah, I'm his wife. We got babies. We got 5 kids. We got 3 kids. I got a baby on the way by him. All the while, you know, you ain't in no shape mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, or none of that to raise the kid without it. It's not even about the kid. It's about the connection to the man, or it's about the connection to the woman. And that's why a lot of these situations are happening where grandparents are raising their grandkids. And that is not all the case, but a lot of the cases is for that reason, because these young women are not fully grown mentally and able to make good decisions. They act off emotions. And if they on drugs, that's even worse. My daughter was unalive. That's why. Did she make all the best decisions when it came to her relationships and having these babies? No. But one good thing about her, she let me lead her. She listened to me when I gave her good advice. You know what I'm saying? Even if she stepped out and did something anyway, she would learn quick and say, you was right, mama. You know what I'm saying? She was one of the ones that would listen. She was a Virgo like me, and she had a lot of discernment, even in spite of her trying to be, you know, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna learn, you know, oh, it's okay. But when she got the popping pills and doing whatever she was doing, that could cause thinking as well. You got the man in her ear. You got the man in these girls' ear. The new man, you know, he wants to come along and control. He has no control over his life. His shit fucked up. His shit stank. He only giving her an image of what he want her to think of him and see of him. She don't know where he come from. She don't know how many people he beat down, he done stole from, how many times he been to jail, how many times his mama left him, if he got one, you know. You don't know. All you're looking is at the outside image of that man or that woman, and it looks good and it feels good because it's a good day for you. You got money in your pocket. You ain't depressed right now. You just got a new job, whatever you going through. So that's not a good way to make good decisions about people. You got to sit back and lay low and do you. You got to be able to have that feeling in your gut to know when you sense something. You got to have your spidey senses on. You can't just be out here going about the physical, about how their shoes look. Oh, he always dressed to the nines. He got on name brand clothes. He got a decent car. You know, or he sell drugs. You know, a lot of young ladies like the guys that sell the drugs. Let's keep it real. They like the guys with the dreadlocks. And I call them dreadlocks for them because they not doing it for the culture reasons. It's locks, really, but they doing it because it was a fad that came out. I believe it was around the early 2000s when they started popping off when Lil Wayne and different rappers started to wear them. Because first it was braids, either low haircut or you had French braids as a young man. Then they had the coil twist. And then they started locking, and then the guys with the locks. And they done took over ever since. Then that's what you see today, a lot of guys with the locks. But they not wearing it because of the culture of the locks. You know what I mean? Ooh. Can y'all hear me? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the comment section. Y'all give me a heart. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Because this doggone StreamYard be tripping. You hear me? Or sometimes I forget to put myself on the stage, but I'm on the stage. So again, this live stream, I need y'all to actually share it for me because as y'all see, I've been live for 25 minutes and there's 8 people in here. I didn't get no notification saying that I was live. Yesterday when I went live, I got a notification right away. You just never know what's going to be glitching on this doggone app. And I was live from StreamYard, so I don't really know. So that's why I be asking y'all whenever y'all see me live in certain videos to please share. Not just share the cooking video and I ain't got no views on because it's a long form video. So what I do is I create a short form telling everybody to come over and watch the rest of it. And what they do, they don't evidently not everybody is reading it. It's because they're not coming over to watch it. Now I asked everybody if they want to see the cooking video, and a lot of people said, yeah, you know. And I understand that you're not seeing the long form. That's why you got to be intentional to come and find the videos. You got to come and find them, or else they're not going to pop up on your feed. You might see my shorts. That's it. You're not going to see no long form content pop up. You're not. Me talking about my Ready Rocks rebuild and calling our grandparents, raising grandkids, day in the life of all that's long form content. Only thing I can do is give a snippet as a short, but to really get deep and really hear me talk about it or see the cooking videos or stuff with the kids I may do that may be over 3 minutes, you're going to have to look for the long form content. That's all. I'm only talking to the ones that's interested. Okay. Like I titled this, calling our grandparents, raising grandkids. It ain't been pushed out. So those grandparents that will be scrolling on here, some of them going to see it eventually because it's going to keep moving slowly. It might pick up hopefully, but I'd be lucky if I get 100 to 300 views on here. Like I just did the viral video with me doing the shucking and the jabbing. The shucking and the jabbing going to get pushed out because I do edit Chris Brown, and it's a very trending sound right now. He's trending heavy right now with that song he just made with the dance. So right now, and this makes day 2. This is day 2 that I posted that video. I'm just telling y'all what it is. And some of you that's content creators, y'all can vouch and y'all understand what I'm talking about. Now, right now, I am at 54,000 views. This is day 2. This is 2 days and 5 hours ago. 2 days and 5 hours ago. Thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you seen the short or you seen the long form video. And that's sad because ain't no money. I'm not gonna get no money from these 54,000 views. I need 54,000 views on my long form content. Sometimes, you know, I need 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 30,000 views on my long form content. That's when I'll get some money. That's why I don't be excited about going viral. I appreciate the thanks and the people that actually see the video and subscribe, but they're not coming over here to the long form content. But if I was to get 54,000 views or 30,000 views or 10,000 views on a regular basis on my long form content, them folks are going to subscribe and they're going to continue to see what? My long form content. I'm not I don't want to be known for no quick shucking and jiving. I'm way more deeper than that. And I'm trying to figure out a way to get up out of this. I should be able to have the best of both worlds. Okay, Kathy. Thank you. I haven't went over there to look to see about the comments. I was looking for a hot second, and when I looked, it was like 8 views. I'm gonna go look right now. Hey, Dad. Come on in, lady. Lady. How you doing on a Saturday? Now I got 15 views and I posted that video 57 minutes ago. 15 views 57 minutes ago. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to share it on my Facebook. Every now and then I get a couple of those nosy people over there that may see it. And, yeah. So somebody wants to know, what do you do for self-care? This is in the grandparents group of raising their grandkids. And somebody want to know, did I make the right decision? This is the one I want to read to y'all. She said, did I make the right decision? So I've been raising my granddaughter since birth. I filed with the courts on my own to get custody of my granddaughter due to her parents being on drugs. Well, yesterday at Mom's pickup for visitation, her and her friend shows up high as a kite. Mom's words to me was, but I'm not driving. She felt like because she wasn't driving, she could be high. Don't worry about it because I'm high, but I'm not driving. So it's okay for my daughter to be with me because I'm not driving. When you're high, you can make bad mistakes. You can fall asleep. Your child can leave out the house on their own. You could be sitting there high and outside, and your child can run out the street because you too high to pay attention, let alone catch them if they start to run. See what I'm talking about? You say, I just woke up, took a nap, about to get a shower, and then I got to be up at 4 a.m. I'm listening. Okay. I understand, girl. I appreciate you. Deb said, I'm good. I appreciate y'all being in here. Don't forget to hit the like button and share the live, y'all. Calling all grandparents, raising your grandkids, get in the comments, share this so somebody else that may be going through this can. She definitely didn't want the police. She had offered to get. You see what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, I could read story after story after story after story. And I'm doing this to show that everybody that's going through this raising their grandkids is not in the same boat. It's not for the same reasons. They're not going through the same pains, trials, tribulations, none of that. Some people are doing very well. They don't have these problems. They don't have nothing to do with the daughter or the son, or God forbid the daughter or the son is gone like my daughter is gone, or they so far on drugs, nobody know where they at, they just don't even come around no more because they know they sick and they don't want to come around. But you got some of these parents that's trying to cause havoc, knowing they so delusional and messed up with them drugs that they can't even see straight, to know that their kids do not need to be around them because they make bad decisions. Like they meet these men and these men end up touching on their kids or abusing their kids or unaliving their kids because they can't see the forest for the trees. You know? She's still at it. Oh, okay. So, hold on, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to read these. Shower alone, because they want to know, what do you do for self-care to the grandparents? Like, what do people like us do? Shower alone if I get up early enough. Isn't that crazy? That is self-care. That's crazy. There ain't no way that you should have to shower alone to get up early enough. It's called have something where the kid can't move. I don't know how old the kids are, but you should have a playpen, somewhere they can't move or something, while you take a quick 10-minute shower. I know I usually take, hey, Nerly, come on in, lady. How you doing? She said, I know I usually take them the night before or about 4 a.m. I just think self-care has a different meaning for us than the typical demographic. Wow. Usually fall asleep while putting the kids to bed. Same, I have to get up before everyone else. I paint, which I haven't for months, seem to be revisiting grief lately, but week after. That's another thing. If you're watching your grandkids, take care of your grandkids due to the passing of their parents, that grief is there daily. But sometimes throughout the year, it's going to be other times that's harder and more grief will hit you harder 2 or 3, 4 times out of the year. But every day, just because you smiling, walking, cooking, and cleaning, maybe working, you know what I'm saying? Or if you just sitting there staring at the 4 walls, you're grieving. And that's the way of life now. There is no changing that. There is no going back to the old you. That's not going to happen. You're not going to never be the old you. Will you have moments where you smile? Maybe you'll go to a couple of concerts, if you get a chance to. Maybe you go to a comedian entertainment. You know what I'm saying? You might go to a stepper set or a birthday party here and there, but you won't enjoy it the same. The song going to remind you of whoever that is, whether it's your son or daughter, niece. It's just not, life ain't the same. And I wish people really understood that. You can't treat people that have that type of loss the same way as if, like it's some type of event that happened. Like it was a car accident and we broke our leg, but that was 2 years ago. Our leg is good now. We've been careful. We had no more accidents. It's not the same. And she says, have a cry session in my car lately. See? You always going to be thinking about your son, your daughter. It's been 4 years for me. Some people have been 10. Some people have been yesterday. It just hit hard, y'all. It just hit so much different than just what you think. There is no normal life no more. Things feel different. When we walk down the street, it feels different. When we go to the grocery store, it feels different. When a song come on, whether it's our house watching TV or we visit somebody, it feels different. I don't think y'all can really understand it unless y'all already been there. And it's kind of irritating for people who ain't never been through it. It's kind of like they don't get it, but those be the same people that get it when their old man passed away. But they don't get it when others are grieving for the loss of a child, or a child that they took care of or something like that real close. She say, I go to church every Sunday or most Sundays. It feeds my soul and challenges me. I also get an hour and a half for grandkids to learn more about God at the same time. Somebody else said, I work out, I take walks, I try to keep my bedroom clean, I take vitamins and supplements. I'm trying to stay alive long enough to get them raised on their feet. Now, I can resonate with that. This should be on everybody's agenda, not just grandparents, parents. Parents, y'all in y'all 20s and 30s, and y'all got kids. They 2, 4, 8, 14, you 35, you got 16-year-old and a 9-year-old. It don't matter. This is on everybody's schedule. This should be a part of everybody's schedule to be active, work out 3-4 days a week, take you some vitamins or whatever, eat healthy as you can, because if there's any of such a thing anymore, and try to stay alive long enough. And part of staying alive long enough is going to require you, God forbid, if you're not with the Father no more, whether he passed away or y'all broke up, it don't matter. You don't no longer have the privilege to just do what you want to do while your kids are that young. You have to take in consideration that there's a bunch of weirdos out here and they mean to hurt you and your children. That's just a fact. That ain't no opinion. No matter how bad it may sound and how you may be having, the light of the world in your eyes and you feel like life is so great and there's some wonderful people out here, and there are, but are you willing to take the risk? And if you are willing to take the risk, do you know how to go about taking the risk? Or you just going to be willy-nilly stupid and just believe everything this man or woman say to you? Are you going to be so selfish that you're going to put yourself in harm's way while you know you got these 2 or 3 kids and somebody is gracious enough to watch them for the night or the weekend, and you're going to put yourself in harm's way to go meet strange Billy that you done met online, that's been following you? Y'all been chopping it up on TikTok for months. So you feel comfortable enough to meet him. Allow him to come out and meet you. Get flued out, however they call it, and meet him. Then nobody never see your ass again. Or if they do see you again, you got a horror story about how nasty his attitude was. He got mad because you wouldn't give him no head and all that old shit. And you had to pay for your own meal. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It really happens. I'm just saying all this because I'm reading these comments and it just reminded me. Somebody else said, I get up early for coffee and devotion, go to water aerobics when they are in daycare. That's pretty good. They seem like they got it on the ball. A couple people just got to figure it out. Pray that someone I trust get them for overnight, then enjoy the quiet. Now, that sounds like a plan, Miss Brooke. That sounds like a good plan. Sleep. Someone said, I wake up at 5:30 to have a cup of coffee in peace. Somebody else said, walks with a friend, no kids, weekly massages, massage once a month, and monthly therapy, just for a safe place to express feelings. Now, that's great. I like her answer too. A lot of them, they seem to be having something in place. I don't have nothing in place like that, but I'm good right now. The main thing I'm thinking about is getting them a routine for the fall, and I got that in motion. So once it starts, and I feel comfortable knowing that it's going good, and they enjoying it, and they learn it, and they thriving for it, then I can move forward. I can get comfortable, and I can say, okay, they straight. Now let me do this. Let me see about doing this. What am I going to do with my time that I'm sitting around? I don't need no alone time just to be alone and quiet all the time. I get that anyway. Y'all don't hear no noise up in here. I have disciplined grandkids. They've been disciplined since day one because I've always had them since day one. And that's the way I raised them, not to run around throwing shit, messing up the house, screaming, yelling, and doing all kind of stuff that kids would do if you left them. It's called being a kid. They have to learn this. They got to learn that they can't yell, scream, and cuss and knock stuff over and have chocolate on the walls and draw on the walls and fight, scream. They got to learn that. That ain't going to come naturally for them to know that they ain't supposed to do that. Or it's not playing is the problem. It's how they play. Now, I'm sitting here all day, especially early before I went live. And I'm sitting here thinking about, damn, there's always pros and cons. And I love my apartment. I'm grateful for my apartment. I'm grateful that I met the people I met through my nephew to get this apartment. Because the way it would look in black and white, I wouldn't have this apartment because I wouldn't be able to afford this apartment. And my credit ain't good enough for this apartment. Or I got too many people. Or I don't make 3 times the rent to get this apartment. If everything was about black and white and rules and regulations, I wouldn't have this apartment. I love the way my apartment looked. A little twos and throughs here and there that could be corrected, but overall, I love my place. Now, what I don't love is living in this building because I feel like some of these people do not have no respect for their neighbors. They kids running, screaming, yelling. I mean, sounding like they coming through the wall or coming through the ceiling. I'm talking about that, and I am not used to that. I'm not used to it, and it's like, that's one of the things that I don't know if a lot of people think about it, but I'm sure more do than don't because a lot of people used to living in an apartment. Well, I'm used to living in quiet buildings when I did live in apartments and then a house for so long. So we didn't hear nothing but what we was doing. And I don't allow the grandkids to get crazy. I never have. If we having a party and music popping, got DJ, yeah, they can jump around and play it in, but that's on the daily. Ain't no running, yelling, screaming through here. Not over here. Somebody else said, float in my pool, shut my bedroom door, read for an hour, gym, hiking, reading, and when it gets really hot, it's coffee and Little Debbie's double fudge rounds. Okay. I'm liking these answers. I'm liking the questions. I'm liking the stories. I just want to share some of this with y'all while calling all grandparents raising their grandkids. And of course, I'm not getting nobody in here that fit the script because I'm not being pushed out. I've been live for 44 minutes and there has not been no more than, I'm going to say probably 20 people in here. So once they realize that they are not the grandparent raising their grandkids and my conversation is not talking about something that they're interested in, I'm not going to get it. So I'm going to end this live and just hope and pray that this get pushed out in the algorithm throughout the next few days, week, or whatever. And those grandparents raising their grandkids will find this live and subscribe to my channel and get active. And let's get to know each other. Nice to meet you all. If you happen to see this and listen to this live, and it's 45 minutes, so I don't want it to be too long, being that I'm not getting any activity. I'm not getting anybody to actually talk. So it don't make sense to keep talking when I'm pretty much just calling grandparents raising their grandkids. You know, just because this subject is very important. Oh, okay, Deb. I didn't even know you were still here. All right, put you up there. But yeah, that's pretty much what this is about. And I knew before I went live that it was going to be a possibility that I would not get any action, because that's just the way it be when I go live. Even when I'm on my phone, I wouldn't get a lot of people. You know, I'm not being messy right now. We're not talking about Peach, so I know I'm not going to get a lot of people, because when you don't talk about the messy stuff like that, and it's not a whole lot. It's not like hundreds and hundreds of grandparents at one time that's going to roll up on here because it's so normal. So I'll have to wait until it goes through the algorithm to slowly but surely gravitate to the ones who are, or they resonate with. You know, like you guys, y'all not grandparents raising your grandkids, but y'all resonate with my story, and y'all have some probably similarity. Some of you guys are, and I know the couple are, but I'm talking about like in bigger numbers, like a good 25 more people, or, you know, and then next month or two, another 10 people, and then the next 4 months, another 30 people. I'm talking about like that. Hold on a minute. What is you doing? Okay, I'm back. I need some water. I have been so. You say, of course, I'm not a grandmother raising my grandkids, but I am a part of the village. Yes, indeed. Let me take me a sip of this water. Woo, that was good. So with that being said, I'm about to get up out of here and just hope this live grows, and hit a couple of people that, you know, if I get one grandparent that never seen me before, I know the ones that regularly rock with me, you know, like Miss K and a couple other people that resonate with it, and that's actually subscribe to my channel. I don't really see the other ones though, but I know at least 2 or 3 of y'all do. But I'm trying to get pushed out so new people can see. That's why I got it calling all grandparents raising their grandkids. So I'm about to end this live, and maybe I'll go live about 6 o'clock or something, 7 o'clock, and chop it up with a drink or something. And if y'all not doing nothing, come on, let's have us a little red cup part 2. I might even be outside if it ain't too hot. Too many bugs. So I'm going to get up out of here. Thanks for listening, Deb. Thanks for chiming in, everybody. And if you're just not coming in, catch the replay. Any topic. We just going to talk about whatever. You know, it's a lot of things to talk about. Every time I try to talk about stuff, nobody really wants to talk about nothing. Not even Peach at this point. But I get more engagement when we talk about Peach, as opposed to me talking about the doggone aliens that's supposed to be coming. I made a video about that. I just didn't post it yet because I just get sick and tired of posting my long form videos and they're not getting no action. I may as well just wait till I go live and talk about it, because the videos is not getting no numbers. The long form content is not getting no numbers hardly. Like, it's hit and miss, and they never get past 300-400. I was surprised I got 1,800 views on the one talking about Peach. I made a video almost a week ago, and it's almost 2,000 views on it. You know, so we'll see. the beginning of August. We'll see how these videos grow. Because sometimes they start off slow. That's even with the shorts. They'll start off moving kind of slow or regular. And next thing you know, you turn around and boom, shoot right up. So that's what I'm waiting for to happen in my long form content. And don't forget about my other page, y'all. I'm going to be posting content from that too. I'll probably wait till probably September to start that to really be on a regular basis. And I'm only going to be posting over there 3 days a week or something till I get my 1,000 subscribers. We'll see. We'll see. What's the name of the doggone page? I'll change the name. What did I change the name to? That's a damn shame. I can't remember what I changed the page name to. I know it ain't Ready Rocks. I changed it. It was Foxy Roxy. Hold on, let me see. Let me go look and see. That's a shame. I ought to be ashamed of myself. Speaking of Peach, I see she posted a video, Lord. The Ready Rocks, Foxy Roxy. I changed the name. I sure did. Hold on. I think I got it on this. I already got it on here. What am I doing? I just got to switch my account. It's called Ready Rocks Uncut. That's the name of the page, Ready Rocks Uncut. So I'm going to go over there today and probably do some content over there. Might even go live over there now, since I can go live now. I think you need, what, 50 people? So I'm chimed in over there. I'm going to go over there and go live. And say those aliens better mind their damn business. But what people need to understand is if they trying to have a narrative about that, that's way more deeper than aliens and they look like African Americans. I'm finally seeing videos on TikTok, people talking about, like, don't y'all find that suspicious? Like, that's gonna make us targets. You know what I'm saying? If you putting that out there and people already in a way and feel a way about us, that's like giving them the green light to defend themselves, allegedly, from some tall black man or some real dark woman who they felt like they was in danger of their life, and they thought she was an alien. Because the report from NASA, allegedly, is that the aliens is supposed to be here in November, between November and December, and then they said, no, it's coming in 2 weeks, before September. And the man said he seen them, and I'm like, what man seen them where, when? How? What are you talking about? It's just crazy. It's like they mixing 2 or 3 different stories that happened at 2 or 3 different times in the span of probably 5 to 10 years with what's allegedly coming. And even if you didn't, and how do y'all know that they coming in November, December, or in 2 weeks if you ain't talked to them? How you talk to them and literally talk about it, and they supposed to be hostile, and they look like African Americans. They don't look like this dark thin people. They look like African Americans. You know what I mean? They look like African Americans, not Africans, not people from the Caribbean, not from Jamaica. They have an accent like Jamaicans. Because if you black or you got dark skin and people of color, when it comes to either African American, or somebody from Jamaica or from the islands, how do you differentiate that? And why would you say African American if you ain't trying to kick something off? Y'all better keep your head on the swivel. I don't believe that this ain't nothing that's there have an agenda for. Whatever, if it's aliens or not, if they look like us or not, it's some shit. If something ain't right. I ain't trusting. They never told us the truth about too much, and they damn sure ain't telling us nothing for our own good. And that just sounds like some crazy shit. You know. So now you came in walking down the street, you might get into it. You might get into it with somebody. Like, I know y'all know what I'm trying to say. I know y'all get it. Because ain't no damn way that this so-called man that seen them and talk to them and they let you go, but yet they're going to be hostile, but they came to warn the United States and talk to you and say, yeah, my whole tribe be here, even though he said it was hundreds. The man said it was hundreds of them, See, I don't know, it's different videos and they trying to combine it all the same thing, like they talk about the same thing at the same time. Some people saying that's an old video from years ago. So I just don't understand. How in the hell did NASA gonna tell us this? So what we supposed to do then? You tell us they coming between November and December, and then you turn around allegedly and say that they coming in September, like within the next 2 weeks. But what we supposed to do? Are you giving us something to protect ourselves if they coming to be hostile? Are they coming to protect us? Like what's your point? Hey, Nay, baby. What's happening? I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna come back and go live probably like 6 or 7 o'clock. I've been live for almost an hour and I ain't had no more than 20 people up in here. I'll probably go live from my phone and see if I get more people. Because the StreamYard they acting up. So when I go back live, y'all, I'm gonna be live on my phone. So I'm about to charge it up because I'm at 30%. And now hopefully y'all won't be busy. If you're not, y'all come back and check me out. Catch the replay of this. Hey, goddess. You see what I'm saying? It's always, you got to be live almost an hour before anybody see. That don't make no sense. So I'm going to do it on my phone. I don't think it take that long on the phone. It might be 15 minutes or something, but an hour, that's StreamYard. Especially since I ain't paid the bill. But they end up taking my money anyway. And I got my money right back. I sure did. I got my money back, girl. Y'all go check out those cooking videos, the long form content, y'all. And don't forget to share it. Because the more y'all watch the long form and share it, and other people see it that do like it, and they share it, and so on, and so on, and so on, we on the road. We got to pop it. So when I come back, we can talk about any and everything. We can talk about the aliens. We can talk about Peach. We could talk about what else? We can talk about the Hurricane Katrina, all the lies and the disgust that they did with them. Everything is just so damn down and depressing. Everything. It's like, what can we talk about that's going to make us happy? What? Other than the fact we can say, oh, thank God we woke up today. Oh, thank you, God. What we going to talk about? Other than, other people. There's a lot of craziness going on. I posted that video of them, the girls cooking. They cooking video got 18 views. 18. And I got hashtag shrimp Alfredo cooking video, raising grandkids, starting over finances. You know, I got the right stuff. I got 10 likes, 18 views. Let me see what the short form is doing. The short form is always doing better. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all when I come back live from my phone. I'm about to charge this baby up. Catch the replay, y'all. See y'all later.